How's it going, guys? Smashbr0spro33 here for another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. This one here is against, I believe his name on Pokemon Online was Indieecho. And he proved to have a really good party against mine. And it's just a standard OU match. You may see he carries the Floatzel, which you don't see really at all. But everything else is pretty much standard. And my standard team versus his, it's a pretty close match, but as you can see, one key misplay in just the first couple of turns really came back to bite me in the butt the entire match. So Aerodactyl is my favorite lead, so I start out with him, and he goes into his Scrafty for a lead, which I guess could counter my Aerodactyl considering. And he goes for the Fake Out, which I don't think I see too often on Scrafty. You usually carry like Drain Punch or something like that. But I set up my rocks, and I pretty much assumed he was a Dragon Dancer already, because that's what 90% of Scrafty have. So he goes up for the Dragon Dance, and I'm assuming he's going to go for another one again, so I went for the Taunt. And that key misplay there, that just spelled death for my whole match. It honestly did. And High Jump Kick, I don't think the crit mattered, but I mean, now he's at +2 attack, so I have every reason to fear anything that it's willing to throw at me. And I go into my Togekiss because I figured this is the best way to sponge it, because I want to save my Chandelure for later. So yeah, I go out to my Togekiss, I Air Slash it, hoping for either a crit or a flinch, but I get neither of those. And he goes for a +2 Head Smash, which pretty obviously is going to kill off Togekiss, but because of recoil, Scrafty's going to die too, so it's a double down at this point, and he's up 2-1. And if I had gotten the Earthquake off on that Scrafty, I would have killed it with an Air Slash. But I go out to my Tentacruel. This is a defensive supporter set with Toxic Spikes, Rapid Spin, Hidden Power Electric, and Scald. And my thought is, if I go for the Scald now, I hope I can get the burn. But with my luck, of course, I don't get the burn, and he sets up a sub, which I don't like here. Because if I had gotten the burn, his Poison Orb wouldn't have activated, and his Poison Heal would be useless. But you can't really bank on chance like that. But he Seed Bombs behind the sub there, and I was a little ticked off here because my Scald did not break the sub. I don't know if it was min or max damage. It seemed leaning towards min, because I thought that did maybe just smidgen less than a quarter the first time around. But yeah, I stalled it, and it doesn't break the sub, so that again screws up my strategy a bit. But Seed Bomb turns into a 3 HKO with lefties in play. And with his Priority Mach Punch, obviously he's going to kill me. And he's in a really good situation right now because he can take an attack, whatever attack that I want to throw at it, and he can get off pretty much a free Seed Bomb. And then I go out to my Chandelure, because I know I could tank it, because this is a more defensive Chandelure, like a tank of sorts. With the bulk up set, and with the Drain Punch, I'm able to tank his attack. And with the quick math here, I realized that I was only 12 hit points away from breaking his sub, which is really frustrating because that could be just the difference of the damage roll. So this match wasn't really working in my favor from the get-go. So with a Drain Punch, I know I can take another Seed Bomb. Actually, I could take 2 from here. Or no, I couldn't have taken 2. But with the Drain Punch, I gain some health back, and I can tank another Drain Punch. Stupid. Another Seed Bomb from Breloom. And with lefties and Drain Punch, I'm able to last quite a bit longer than I would have expected it to. He goes for the Steed Bomb here, and with my luck he would have gotten a crit, but luckily for me he didn't, and I fire off another Drain Punch, and I believe I got the crit here. Yes, I do. I get the crit, and I don't think that would have mattered, except for the fact that it was actually pretty broad range from that point, so I couldn't really call it. I get my lefty's recovery, and he goes into his Floatzel, and even though Floatzel has pretty high attack, I know that I can live an Aqua Jet from it, and I tank it really nicely, so I go for the bulk up here, figuring I can take 2 of those. So I get the +1 here, and he's going to go for the bulk up at this point. And I think he's running bulk up, Aqua Jet, I think Waterfall, and Crunch. And so he goes for the bulk up here, and we're both kind of even in terms of physical stats. But I'm going to go for the Drain Punch here. And I got some good luck here because I ended up getting a crit, and I know for a fact that would have mattered. Because Floatzel's defenses, even though they're bad, his HP kind of makes up for it on the physical side. But his special defense is paper thin nonetheless. But that crit really mattered because if I didn't kill it off, well, I don't think it would have mattered, because I could have just Mach Punched it and killed it. So he goes out to his Togekiss, and I figure, hey, I'll just go for the Mach Punch because I can't live an Air Slash from here. And I just figured I have nothing really to lose at this point. So he goes for the Air Slash, and he doesn't even get the crit here, so either way it would have killed me. And that's just, the Togekiss has just got good special attack, and I believe it can tank quite a bit. So I go out to my Magnezone, because I know I can take pretty much anything that it throws at me. And he goes for the Flamethrower here, and I'm saying to myself here, that would be pretty embarrassing if a non-stab Flamethrower from a Togekiss killed my Calm Nature Magnezone. If I had gone for my Scarf Magnezone, and I didn't kill it with T-Bolt, then I would never have lived that. But this is a more defensive Magnezone running Calm Nature, more defensive EVs, but still max special attack. And he goes out to his Chandelure, and I thought I would be able to outspeed it, but apparently I don't. And I don't think I'm running any speed EVs on this, but he's running 4 speed EVs on his Chandelure, so I don't know if Chandelure just plain outspeeds Magnezone at this point. But by looking at that, it did. But yeah, the poison damage, lefties, and all I have left is my Scizor, and I've got literally nothing to throw at it because it's immune to 2 of my moves and resists my other 2. So I have nothing to lose. I just click the U-turn for some off chance I live the quad effective Flamethrower. And that is the 2-0 there. I mean, it was a good match nonetheless, and again, that misplay with the taunt on Aerodactyl, if I had gone for the Earthquake, the match probably would have been closer, or even ending with me in victory. But it was a good match nonetheless. I hope to battle you again in Indieecho. And that's all for now, YouTube.